Ma'am, what I can tell you is it's so painful. I can tell you because I'm the first person who came this morning after I got a call from one journalist asking me about Sfiso. And then I tried to call Sfiso and I tried to call his wife. I tried to call the office up until I got the answer from the office that no, they are in hospital in 4 ways. I was driving to Nelspruit. I had to turn back to Johannesburg so that I can see because I could sense that it's not okay. And then I drove straight to Live 4 Ways Hospital. When I get there, I found the situation that it happened this morning, 9:30 a.m.
Now, since you, Sipho, you were actually one of the first people to actually arrive at the hospital and learn of the passing away of Sfiso, can you actually confirm that it was indeed a kidney failure that actually resulted in the passing away of this man?
Because I think Sfiso, his wife told me that Sfiso was supposed to perform yesterday on Rodeport. Was a Kaya FM event. He was not okay. Then he returned. Not he didn't perform. He returned back home, and then they took him. His wife called the paramedics to come and check him around 6 p.m. yesterday, and then they took him to hospital, and then they find that there's a kidney failure, and then unfortunately this morning at 9:30 they couldn't make it.
Now, Karabo, I don't know whether you are in a position to actually speak on behalf of the family, but have you actually met the family and seen their reaction towards the sudden passing away of Sfiso? Have you met up with the family? How are they doing at this crucial moment?
Look, I'll be honest with you. It's only now that I'm going to phone and find out more information regarding this.
And Sipho, you've actually worked with Sfiso for a very long time and worked very closely with him. Can you share with us, to those people who don't know who he is, just share with us his musical journey in the South African gospel music industry? What type of person has he been?
You know, what I can say at this moment is I worked with Sfiso. I traveled the country with Sfiso. I was doing Big Fish shows around the country, and Sfiso was part of the artists that were performing on my events. And the last event that I organized, it was in Nelspruit on the 3rd of September. I was recording in Mpumalanga Praise, the young people of the province, and then Sfiso was performing there. That was the last time seeing Sfiso performing on my event on the 3rd of September. And then I saw him also on the Gospel Awards. And then we were just greeting each other and we were talking about Mpumalanga Praise, how was the recording and all that. It's a sad story. When I get this story this morning, when I get this call this morning, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm just sitting here in his house with the family. We're just waiting for the family that comes from Durban and can come from Eastern Cape so that we can get more info what's the way forward.
Now, Karabo, you've also worked very closely with Sfiso in the church sphere. His character, just describe to us his character in church. What type of man has he been? How has he actually interacted with the people at the church? And perhaps the reaction of the church, how are they feeling at this crucial moment?
Look, at the moment it's very sad. Sfiso, humble man, very humble. Look, we love the way he carried himself, his character. And the last conversation I had with him was, he said to me, look, man, just be humble. In order for God to lift you up, you need to be humble. Those were his last words from me. He said to me, just be humble, man of God. The Lord will lift you up.
Now, coming back to you, Sipho, I'm sure you've met up with the family by now. As you mentioned that you are at the house. How's their reaction? How are they doing? Especially now the wife and the mother and the kids also in general. How are they doing? How are they reacting to the sad news?
It's not easy. I don't want to lie. Since I came in the hospital, his wife is still crying. Up until now, we're trying our level best to cool her down, and his pastor was here, and then now we're just waiting for the other family to come out from Durban, but we are trying our level best to cool her down. but it's difficult. I don't want to lie, it's difficult. So we just want to invite our fellow Africans to pray for the family of Sfiso at this time. I know that we lost a giant in the gospel music. So I just want to invite each and every corner of Africa to pray for this family.
Now, I'm sure, Sipho, that you've actually been on social media, Facebook, Twitter. Sfiso, as we all know, has quite a large number of following and fans. How's the reaction is on Twitter? How are people responding to his passing? Are they also as saddened as the family towards learning of the passing away of Sfiso Ncwane?
Oh, it's buzzing. I don't want to lie. It's buzzing. It's unbelievable. And people, they don't believe that really the man is gone already. He's gone, and then it's unbelievable. As I'm staying here, as I'm here at the moment, it's like I'm dreaming. It's not true what we're talking about. But it happens. The only thing that we have to do is to accept it, and then we just ask God to intervene, especially the family, and also the fellow musicians, because we lost one of the greatest musicians.
And now, lastly, before I actually let you go, Sipho, which other artists, pertinent artists in South Africa in the gospel music industry, has Sipho worked with very closely? Which record label was he actually signed under?
Come again, you're saying?
I was actually asking which other pertinent artists in the South African gospel music industry has Sipho actually worked very closely with, and which record label was he actually attached to in his time of working?
Yeah, Sfiso, he was working with Tap on Demand. I think firstly he discovered by Tap on Demand, and then from there up until he grew up to Ncwane Communication to his label. But before, he was working with Tap on Demand.
Okay, well, thank you so much, sir, for joining us right here on 897, and thank you so much to you, Karabo. That was Sipho Makhabane, gospel artist, and Karabo Mohabi, just sharing us the details, or rather their reaction towards the passing away of Sfiso Ncwane, who is a music gospel artist in South Africa, who passed away this Monday morning in a Johannesburg hospital.